Hi guys, welcome back to Lavender Pearl Vintage. Today I am not going to do a jewelry reveal. As you can see, I have tons of jewelry around me. What I'm going to show you today is how to go through your jewelry without having to use your loop on every single little piece of jewelry that you have. If you remember what the loop is for you to be able to read a maker's mark on individual pieces of jewelry to find out who made it and of what value it may have. So we're not going to do that today. What I'm going to show you is when you get to the very bottom of your jewelry jars or jewelry bags, this is sometimes what you end up with. And you would have to go through every single little piece of jewelry to try to figure out whether or not it has a maker's mark on it. And sometimes that can be so monotonous until you just you're like, oh, I'll do it later. But I'm going to show you how to clean up the very end of things that you're trying to figure out without having to use your loop every single time. And here it is. What is this, you might ask? It's a magnet. And if you've noticed, a lot of people that actually collect jewelry, vintage jewelry, they will use a magnet to see whether or not it is a precious metal or not. One thing that we're looking for when we do this, we want to make sure that we separate anything that is not attracted to this magnet, because a lot of times things that are not attracted to this magnet would be like silver, gold, brass, aluminum, and copper. They will not be attracted to this magnet. I have a penny here. If I try to pick this penny up with this magnet, it's not going to work because it's copper. Oh, well, why is it important that you know that copper is not attracted to a magnet? It's important that you know that expensive metals are not attracted to this magnet. And I mean, that's a yes, really, and a no answer that I'm giving you. But let me give you an example. So I have to go through all of this jewelry that's on this table. So it's best for me to just take this magnet and go around it and try to see what it's going to attract. Right away, I got two necklaces that are not made out of silver or gold, because if this was silver or gold, the magnet would not be attracted to it. The magnet does not like silver or gold. Or we can say silver and gold don't like the magnet. How about that? But anyway, as you can see, this chain here is very attracted to this magnet all the way down. Now, is this a cheap piece of jewelry? It depends. There's a maker's mark on it. If the maker did some beautiful jewelry back in the day and it has some value in it, somebody's going to want that piece of jewelry. So you really can't mark out everything. You just have to be a little up on collecting the jewelry game in order to know what is important and what is not important. To me, this necklace is important because it does have some value in it. It just isn't silver or gold or platinum. But I can still sell this necklace and gain some money from it. So I'm going to set that aside because we know that that is definitely attracted to the magnet. Now, let's look at this necklace here. We know that if we didn't have the magnet, it looks like it could be silver. It looks like it has a little diamond in it. I mean, it's very cute. And I forget what the hand means, but it's important in some jewelry. So let's talk about this for a second. The chain is definitely attracted to the magnet, but the hand is not. So this tells me two things. That either this chain does not belong to the pendant that's on it, or maybe it does belong to the pendant, and this right here could be some other element like maybe aluminum. I don't know. So I'm going to set this aside in another area because I want to inspect the pendant that's on there just to make sure that it is not gold. Silver, a 925. Now we have some other things here. Look at this. Automatically, you can take that stuff and move it aside. These earrings, they're attracted to it. We can move those aside. These are things that we don't have to research. But now this right here, it's not attracted to this. Is this gold? Is this silver? What is this? You're looking at it, well, I know it's not gold. Doesn't look like gold. But do we really know that? I know it's not silver. It doesn't look like silver. I would strongly say that this piece right here is very old, and it's probably more on the brass side of the elements. So magnets are not attracted to brass, right? So that's why we're not getting that. Is it an important piece? Yes. Could it be a lesser than piece? Yes. But I need to investigate a little bit more because it's not attracted to the magnet. And so I'm going to set that aside to investigate. Oh, wow, look at that. Look how pretty that is. It's pretty, but this magnet loves it more than I do. I don't have to go and research it anymore because I know that it's not a precious metal. Let's continue to go through this. Oh, look at this. What do you think this is? Some type of metal, right? Because the magnet is attracted to it. But that's what you want to do. You just kind of want to go through everything and see what is attracted to it and set it off to one side so that you can don't worry or waste your time on that. This right here is not attracted to it. Set that up here so I can look at that a little bit later. This chain is attracted to it. If I was to look at this chain, I wouldn't know whether or not it was gold. Without the magnet, I couldn't tell you whether or not it was gold. But the magnet says this is not gold. It looks like gold. You would think it was gold, but it's actually not gold. So I can set that off in the area too. Now, remember I showed you this bag in one of my other videos, and this is just a bag that I collect all of the broken silver and gold pieces. And everything in this bag should be silver and gold, unless I've made a mistake. So I'm going to take my magnet and I'm going to drop it into the bag, and I'm going to toggle this bag to make sure that nothing sticks to it. So here we go. I'm just going to toggle this bag around to make sure that everything that I stuck in here. All right, now I can open the bag and see if anything is stuck to it. Let me reach in and pull my magnet out. Oh, look at that. Something tried to get past me. This is the only thing in that bag that is not silver or gold. So I'm going to set that aside and close my bag back up because that is not silver and gold. And it's nice that the gardener decided to come today while I'm doing this live, but this is all I wanted to explain to you guys, is that if you're going to do the vintage jewelry collections, make sure that you have a magnet with you to go through everything so that you don't get boggled down by these little small pieces of things that are attracted to a magnet, and you can move that stuff out of the way really quickly. And then everything else I would need to investigate to find out what it actually is. Now, just because the stuff doesn't attract the magnet doesn't mean that it's any less expensive, because if it's by If it has a maker's mark on it, that's a really important person, it's going to have some value in it. And just like one of the necklaces that I have, it's a beautiful necklace. It does attract the magnet, but it has a maker's mark on it, and it's a really pretty piece of jewelry. So yes, I'm going to resell that. But that's all I want to explain to you today. And because I have my gardener out there doing the grass, making all this noise, I'm going to go ahead and close this out now. But thank you for joining me. And again, if you want to get into the jewelry business, make sure that you research, join a group that can help you identify some things that you are not able to identify. All right, you guys have a good day. It's Saturday. Get out there and do something phenomenal. Talk with you guys later.